In live situations, you get to find out where you are. In live situations, think about this, you get to exercise your faith. In live situations, you really find out, man, am I a faithful person, or am I still working on it, or am I a faithless person? Faith is not just for church on Sunday or on a podcast or on a call or when you're having a spiritual moment. Faith is for everything. Faith is a lifestyle, not once in a while, but a lifestyle. Why? Why do I want to go through the whole process? Why? Why do I not want to jump out midway? Why do I want to allow a thorough work to happen? Here's the reason why. So that you may be people perfectly and fully developed with no defects, lacking nothing. This is the reason why God wants you and allows you to go through stuff. He doesn't put stuff on you, but he allows things to happen in our life so we can learn to make adjustments, so we can learn to take leaps, so we can grow, right? No, in the bodybuilding world, years ago, you used to hear this big statement, no pain, no gain. You'd hear the Marines say, no pain, no gain. And what they did not mean was going and inflicting, self-pain and just hurting yourself, stabbing yourself with a knife. That's not what they're saying. What they're saying is that painful situations, that pain can actually train us. Let me say it again. The pain you go through can actually train you. You have two roads that you can walk on when pain hits your way or when pain comes your way. You can take the road of trauma and drama and talk about the issues from your daddy and your mama again and again and again and again and again, and just live there and live on the road of trauma. Or you can shift your perspective and you can get on the road of training. All these things I've gone through have been training. And when I look at my life where I'm training or being trained, I can reign in those areas. I can reign in areas I've been trained. I don't like the word good and bad, honestly, when it comes to dealing with people, especially. People aren't good or bad. When you see a person acting out, usually it's a hurt person or a person that's been untrained. Our family has a new puppy, and the puppy is not good or bad when it comes to being potty trained. Good or bad when it comes to sitting down or jumping up or whatever the dog may be wanting to do. The dog only is as good, watch this, as the trainer. The dog is only as good as the trainer. Right? So I can't get mad at the dog for something or an area that I've not trained the dog in. How can the dog know unless I've trained the dog? Right? So with us as people, God says in his word that he will hold you accountable for what we know. He can't hold you accountable for something you don't know, something you've not learned. Right? But he will hold you accountable for what you know, for what you have learned that we should be putting into practice. Right? So think about this. If we can change our vocabulary when it comes to life situations, real life situations, and instead of saying good or bad, we can start saying trained or untrained. The reason I didn't perform in this area because I didn't train this area. I wasn't prepared in this area. I had not practiced in this area. It's like, I don't know about you. I haven't been roller skating in a long time. I used to shuffle skate and skate backwards and spin around and do all kinds of stuff as a young person. I remember as a youth pastor, years later, after having not roller skated for a long time, you know what I thought? I thought Rob Mallon was going to go right back out there and I was going to be able to hang with the young people. And I put those roller skates on, and my head saw me performing a certain way, moving a certain way, but my feet did not want to cooperate. Why? Because my feet had not been moving. My feet had not been trained to move that way in probably 25 years. 25 years later, here I'm trying to skate like I'm 12 or 13 of this, and my feet are saying you're not 12 or 13. My brain's saying you can, but my feet are saying they can't. Why were my feet saying they can't? Because my feet had grown atrophy. Atrophy. No use. Now, I could have taken probably 6 months in a year and gotten that back, but it's not really skating is not that important to me. But muscle has memory, and so I could go back and develop that skill if I wanted to. Right? Think about this. This is spiritual application we're talking about right now. If I'm not training, how can I reign? How can I walk in faith if I'm not exposing myself to faith on a regular basis? How can I live above fear this if I'm not exposing myself to faith on a regular basis? How can I walk through storms if I don't have training? You know, this last storm, now that I've gone through it, if I face another storm, I'll be better prepared because now I know I need this. I don't need that. I should have had more of this. I should have had less of that. And I know where to put the emphasis. Think about that. I'm not getting less and less prepared as a Floridian for hurricanes. I'm getting more and more prepared because I'm realizing what I need and what other about this to make it through the storm. Now, we've talked enough about physical and normal storms. What about your financial storm? Well, what about your health storm? What about your relationships? Think about this. What about your business storm? What about your boss storm? What about that colleague storm? What about your car storm? What kind of storms are you facing in life right now, and how are you handling them? Are you seeing, oh my God, here comes another storm. Oh my gosh, another storm. Here we go again. Or are you seeing, hey, I'm gonna speak to this storm. I'm gonna speak to this mountain. I'm gonna speak to this situation. Come on. God spoke to storms. Jesus spoke to storms. He got up and said, peace be still to the storm. What am I trying to accomplish this morning? I'm trying to help you, and I'm trying to help me reframe my thoughts about difficulty that I'm guaranteed to face, right? Guaranteed to face. We are going to face issues. Norman Vincent Peale said, and I love this, that trouble, crisis is a sign of life. It means you're still breathing. It means there's still hope ahead. There's more of you to be developed. Anytime a problem comes your way, think about this. This is an opportunity for me to be more developed in this area.